right, all right, all right. No applause, no applause, no applause, no applause. Thank you. Welcome to episode 3 of the Grounded podcast. For this episode, I would like to introduce the 100 kg, fresh from Mali, Gasu Koulibaly, as today's guest on the Grounded podcast. Everyone get quick applause, quick applause, quick applause. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Appreciate it. I hate you.
All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you feel today?
I'm tired. It's 11:30.
Tired at 11:30 is crazy.
Hey, tired, but I'm blessed. Can't say nothing else.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. So, we're going to start out by saying that for the last 2 episodes, Gasu has done the videography on the last 2 episodes. So anytime I refer to my videographer, I'm referring to this man right here. So if y'all want to, if you want to comment something, be like, hey, like you did good or you need some more work, just this. As long as you know it's not on me and you know it's on him, then we good. But we're going to get right into it, man. We don't want to waste nobody's time today. So we're going to start out.
Cheers.
A little cheers, courtesy of the company. Courtesy of the company. Shout out the Arabic blend. We're going to get right into it. So we're just going to kind of go into first things first. The last 2 episodes, I talked about various different things in regards to from introductions to my family and kind of going into the gym that I own, Hometown Barbell, Frederick, Maryland, 5904 Enterprise Core. Check it out. And then kind of going into just a bunch of different things. But today we're going to kind of do a little thing on social media, just in the sense of I'm going to start out by saying why I deleted Twitter. I had no choice. Well, Twitter is now called X, which that just goes right into my point of why I deleted it. It doesn't help. But I'm going to tell you why I deleted my Twitter. And then Gasu is going to tell you why he deleted his Twitter. And then we're going to kind of just go right into it. So first things first, I deleted my Twitter. Twitter was really, really popular back in high school. I feel like before Instagram got popular, everyone had Twitter. It was like everyone had a Facebook phase. Right. Then everyone kind of went into Twitter and then Instagram. And so I feel like there's still a lot of people that are kind of stuck in that Twitter phase that never truly left. But I personally feel like Twitter is something that should have died probably in like 2018. But I deleted it. I think I deleted my Twitter back in, like, my account is still active, but I deleted the app a minute ago just because, for starters, Twitter has kind of turned into, I don't even know. I don't even know what to call it. I mean, they called it X, but you might as well throw 3 X's in there because it's turned into basically a porno site. There's no filter on Twitter, so you could just kind of see whatever at any point. Like Instagram and TikTok, they have there's guidelines. There's community guidelines that keep people's clothes on, at least to some extent. Mm-hmm. There's no guidelines on Twitter. It's just all no holds barred. You can wear what you want, do what you want. You could probably murder somebody on Twitter and get away with it.
Nah, I've seen it.
It's kind of crazy. So, Gasu, why did you delete Twitter?
Just because, well, first of all, I was late to the Twitter game in the first place. It was big towards my junior and senior year of high school, just because anyone was popping on Twitter. You check someone's followers and you have a shit ton of followers on Twitter. You that man. So I got it around college time, and I was still slow to it, and I really just watched it just because there's a lot of Sports Center, ESPN stuff, occasional leaks in there. And the next thing you know, all of a sudden,
you said leaks. All right, go ahead now. Keep going.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I'm chilling, right? I'm just chilling in my college dorm, and then all of a sudden, it's just someone getting ran through. And bro, mind you, I remember the day vaguely. It was right before my 9 a.m. class, bro. So it was 9 a.m. That's the first, one of the couple first things I'm seeing. Just someone get ran through. I'm bro, Twitter's not for me. Plus, it's just that nowadays, it's also allowed at the top of your feed too. So it's not you don't even have to scroll these days. You open up Twitter, the second you open the app, boom.
And it's not even somebody that you follow.
No.
Which is the crazy part. It's not someone you follow. It's not somebody who you like their thing, or it's not even somebody that someone else liked their thing. It's just there. And so your timeline is not even your timeline. It's not the people you follow. It's not the interact. Like, it is not your timeline. It's whatever's popular now. Like, Twitter has just become this like explore page, and that's all it is. And you might see a couple of your friends' tweets, but for the most part, it's cheeks,
bro.
Like, you open the app and it's yams, and you're like, what in the world is this? So if you're one of those people who is not trying to be surrounded by that type of
energy,
yeah, literally energy. Like, I don't even know how to say it, but it just comes off as like, Twitter used to be this thing where something funny would be going on, and you get on Twitter and everyone's talking about it, and it was funny. Like, you're literally reading people talk about it, and it's hilarious. It's like a TikTok comments,
right,
but on a whole app, and it was hilarious. But now it's turned into like, you know, all I'm gonna say is this: today is February 7th. I want you to Google on your own computer why Drake was trending on February 6th. It started on Twitter. So if you go to Google and you say, why was Drake trending on February 6th, 2024, then we'll talk.
Hey.
And then if you still want to have Twitter after that, we probably need another conversation.
Hey, just a little spoiler. He didn't have a new song that dropped.
It was a Drake leak with no music.
No song.
No song.
Song ain't come out.
Just length. And I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, what is Twitter? What is the purpose of Twitter? And so now that like Twitter is, you know, X, and it's Elon Musk, and it's this and it's that, now we kind of divvy going into Threads, talking about how Twitter, basically Facebook, or Meta, Instagram, whatever you want to call it, they did the same thing that they did to Vine, and they tried to do to TikTok, which didn't really work out that well. I mean, it still works well, but basically when Vine first came out, Instagram didn't have videos. They didn't have videos, and Instagram didn't even have stories until Snapchat made stories. Snapchat made stories, then Instagram made stories. Vine made videos, 6-second videos, and then Instagram came around. They were like, all right, bet. We see that Vine's popping. Let's go ahead and put these videos out. So then Instagram puts out these 30-second videos, which kills Vine, because now all the creators move to Instagram, where all their skits and everything else can be 30 seconds. So now that TikTok started popping, what did Instagram do? They created Reels. And so they see that people are like, oh, people are still on Twitter. All right, bet. We're going to release Threads. So then Threads, for about like
24 hours.
24 to 48 hours tops.
That was the best time.
It was a great 48 hours. It was popping. Everybody was on Threads. Everyone had their little thread in their profile. Everyone was sharing their threads to their stories.
Not for real.
Gosu, when's the last time you seen someone share a thread?
Bro, it had to be like 4 months ago.
If I were to see somebody share a thread, there's a 80% chance I might unfollow them, because I'm like, why are you on Threads? Who is on Threads?
The thing is, though, do you know when you go through Instagram and you see like someone recently posted a thread on your Instagram?
Am I clicking on it? Absolutely not.
No.
Am I mad that it's in my notifications that someone I don't even follow says, so-and-so just posted a Threads? Why do I care about that?
Why are you on Threads?
Why are you on Threads in the first place? And what are you talking about on Threads? Because you get on Threads. If I were to get on Threads right now, matter of fact, I don't even know if I still have the app. I'm going to get on Threads right now, and I'm going to read you the very first thread that pops up.
It's going to be some dumb.
All right, very first thread. Here we go.
I'll get that. I do.
Okay, it's from, I don't even know, Massage. It's like massage with a Z. And it says, as a girl, why are your nails not done?
What did that do for you?
What am I supposed to do with that information? Threads. And I don't even follow the account. How is this?
I think it's just like watered down Twitter at this point, honestly. Like, Twitter is slowly is dying. The only reason why it is allowed is, the only reason why it's still up right now is because you can honestly see stuff like that now for free. But anyway, Threads. I think Threads is honestly just a dead app. It's just people are trying to revive it, but it's really not working at all.
It's not working.
It's not working.
At this point, I would need Mark Zuckerberg to pay me himself to actually give me money to make threads. And like, is that what you call it? Like, when you make like a tweet, is that you? Oh, you made a thread. Like, is that supposed to be tough? I'm sorry. Like, and please forgive me if you use Threads and you feel like we're attacking you. We are. But
about to say.
aside from that, like, who was using Threads? And it's like if you told me, yeah, man, I was on Pinterest the other day, and I put a new a board out on Pinterest. Like, it is what it is, but it's like it just doesn't feel like it's one of those things that like contributes to society or contributes to like anything positive. Like Instagram to me still holds a lot of value. TikTok holds a lot of value.
Right.
But outside of those
Two
apps, there's really not too, and like if you're still using Snapchat too, like even Snapchat still has some value.
At a certain age. Oh, I forgot you're still on Snapchat.
I'm still on Snapchat.
Hey.
I don't. But here's the thing, though.
No,
I don't advertise my Snapchat. If you
that's crazy.
there are people who advertise their Snapchat.
The AMOS.
Yeah, if you go on my link tree, you're not going to see my Snapchat on there. My Snapchat is like how some people use Finsta. Like how people will create this like separate Instagram and then they'll like post what they're actually like versus like their fake Instagram. That's like their real profile, which has all their like misunderstood photos in black and white, looking sideways at the camera mysteriously. Like that's a fake Instagram. Then they have their Finsta where they're showing them like dressed in PJs, going to Walmart, getting a great value rotisserie chicken. Like that's the real. If you have people on Finsta or close friends, like that's how I use Snapchat. So like I Snapchat my family, like my wife, my brother, my in-laws, like my siblings, close friends, stuff like that. But I don't use Snapchat outside of that. I don't look at people's Snapchat stories unless I'm really bored. Like I'm in a terminal waiting to board a plane. I'm like, you know what? Let me see.
Hey, time out. Do you have streaks?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. I do not have any. I don't have any Snapchat streaks. Matter of fact, I don't even have my notifications turned on for Snapchat. It's literally just, it's an app that I use like for, like I said, like kind of like close circle.
Okay.
And I don't know why. It's just something that I've kind of kept. But outside of Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok, I don't think even Facebook, like, I don't even think Facebook has a ton of value because it's like Facebook has tried to beat Instagram. But honestly, if you're using Facebook for anything outside of Marketplace, I don't know what you're doing because Marketplace, you can find some deals. Bro. You can find you a car,
a heart,
a organ, a major organ.
Not
like,
for real.
what's the craziest thing you've ever bought on Marketplace?
I'll let you go first.
No. You're not going to Uno reverse this question. What's the craziest thing you bought on Marketplace?
The crazy. All right. It was. So this was back in like 2020.
Goodness gracious. COVID times. Meeting up with random people as well during 2020.
It was treacherous. I was driving a Prius at the time. I bought a battery. I bought a battery for my Prius from Facebook Marketplace. 2 days later, that joint died. I'm so serious.
So how much did you spend on this battery?
13
what?
1300.
1300 on a battery that died 2 days later.
And you know what's crazy? The Prius was worth like three bands.
Okay, so check this out. I've never bought anything crazy from Marketplace that I would consider at least like most of the stuff I bought is pretty reasonable. And that's not even unreasonable. It's just kind of wild that you got played.
2 days later.
But the craziest thing, I bought something off Instagram. So an Instagram ad got me. I saw an Instagram ad for this giant beanbag, right? And I'm like, ooh, this actually looks mad comfortable. And I'm not talking about the one I currently have. This was the previous one. This was also 2020. Getting scammed during COVID. Everyone was just home bored. Stuff, bro. There was home bored scamming.
The stimmies hit.
Yeah, bro. We're not gonna talk about that. I don't have no stimmy left. But look, that stimmy lasted like 2 hours. That joke was gone. I was Googling when's the next stimulus coming out. Yeah, and they were talking about it, and then I think the Senate denied it or something. I was sick. But whatever. So Instagram story pops up. I click on it. And it's like a giant beanbag. So I'm like, all right, bet. Like, I'm going to get this beanbag. Yeah. This thing is like, it's like one of those like 10 by 10 massive joints. So I spent like, I think it was like $240, maybe like close to $300 with shipping. So then I'm getting like a tracking number. So I'm like, all right, bet. And it did not ship. Like, this was like right before Christmas and it just wouldn't ship. I had that. It said like, oh, this is your tracking information. We'll let you know when it's shipped. They never let me know. So then about a month passes. I'm emailing the account and they're like, can you send me the confirmation number? I send them the confirmation number and then they tell me, this confirmation number doesn't exist. So then I go back to the website. Tell me why I go back to the website and it's not the same website. It's something completely different. They're not even selling the same items. Literally
Yeah,
completely
nah.
different website. I said, so then I clicked on that website and I clicked on their customer service and I sent them the link and all this stuff and my screenshot of the purchase. And they're like, we don't even know what you're talking about right now. Like, you're not even talking to the right people. Spelling, everything was different from this website. I'm talking
exact same. So how did you get the
same link, but it was linked to a different website. So I don't know what type of IP scammer got me, but they finessed my 300 and I did not get a beanbag. I ended up getting another like giant beanbag, but from Amazon. But like that just goes to show that like
Instagram ads is crazy.
Instagram ads is crazy. Like the fact that I bought that from an Instagram. Now I don't buy anything from Instagram ad unless it's from that. Like if I see something, I won't go through it through an ad. I'll go through it like through the website. I'll Google it and then I'll make sure other people bought it and then I'll go buy it. Or I just stick to Amazon because I'm not like even Marketplace at times can be sketchy because you never know what you're getting. And like in your case, you don't know the quality of like a Prius battery. You got played, you lost your 1300 and then your battery died 2 days later. So that's actually kind of crazy. But to me, that just kind of goes to show like, again, fake, like the fakeness on social media that just kind of exists. You know, fake life on social media, like kind of living this facade. People that have fake followers, yes, I'm talking to you. If you think that I'm talking to you, I'm definitely talking to you because we can have that chat offline. Bro. Fake engagement and how social media ruins just reality in general. So here's what I did, right? I saw this person post, and like I said, this isn't a podcast. Like you'll see some podcasts where they specifically go out of their way to try to expose people, and they'll like throw names out there. I'm not gonna throw no names out there. Okay. But we're gonna be thinking of the same person, but we're not gonna be talking about that same person.
Right.
So I saw this video, right? And I said, oh, this video's popping. I said, it's jumping. So I click on it. It's like, okay, this person posted a video in 10 minutes, right? They got 1,000 likes. 10 minutes, 1,000 likes. I'm like, whoa.
Okay. Let him cook.
So, yeah, I'm like, all right, bet. So tell me, I'm like, all right, I'm curious. I go on this person's profile. I go onto their Reels things, and I see the views. It had 300 views. So do the math. If you get 1,000 likes in 10 minutes, right, and your views are at 300,
I'm telling you, them Indian
what's going on right now?
Indian servers.
The bots are going wild.
Servers were cooking.
The bots were cooking. I'm like, how? So then I'm like, let me click on these likes.
Right. What was it?
I would say about 80% of the likes did not have a profile picture. And I'd say about 95% didn't have like a username that made sense. Mm-hmm. And I'd say about 99% of it was probably not from the US. And I'm thinking about that and I'm like, why? Like, why?
How do they know you?
Why? Like, it's crazy just to think about people buying likes, buying followers.
Right.
You're living a fake life. Like, I understand that everyone wants to have a lot of followers. Everyone wants high engagement. Everybody wants big things for their social media.
Right.
But to buy it, to me, like, I'm sorry, like, and this does not come from a place of judgment. This comes from a place from true curiosity. Do you feel like after you make that purchase of X amount of followers, do you feel fulfilled after that? Do you feel like, wow, like my posts are validated? Mm-hmm. Now, granted, I'm not going to hold you, right? I've been on TikTok and I've seen videos to where it's actually a good video. Mm-hmm. But if I see it has like 3-4 likes, I'm not going to be that sixth. I don't know if that's me hating, but like I personally am like, I'm not going to go out of my way. Because to me, I'm like, damn, like you got such a small profile. Yeah. But then if I were to see the same video and it probably had like 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000, whatever, I'd probably like it. And I don't know what the psychology is behind that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy, like saying it out loud and thinking about it like, whoa, like.
Maybe I should buy them likes.
Maybe never that. But like to me, it's like, damn, I could have boosted up that other person. Because again, like all the algorithms and stuff is like, it boosts off of like engagement. And then like, if you like something and then you send it to somebody and they like it and they send it to somebody and it's just that ever going like sending and engagement and the sharing and all this stuff. And I guess some people are trying to get that through purchasing it. Yeah. But it comes off as like, it's not bulletproof. Yeah. Because in some ways you have it to where if you are exposed in the sense of you got 1,000 likes in 10 minutes, but you only got 300 views on your videos, or you got 100,000 followers, but you got 10 likes, right, or you continuously hide your likes. Which one of y'all out there hiding likes these days, man? You ain't get enough likes, so now you gotta.
An hour go by.
You got 6 likes, and you're like, maybe it wasn't the right time to.
All right, bro. Let's be honest.
Maybe it wasn't the right time to post this. Maybe I gotta put it.
You mean to tell me you never hit a like before? Everyone does, and everyone does.
On my personal Instagram, at Josh Price Fit, if you don't follow already, go ahead and follow that.
Okay.
I have not hit any likes on my personal profile.
Okay.
Now there was one time, literally, I can only name one time, and this is honest truth. There's one time I did take down a post because the engagement was so bad, and it wasn't even nothing crazy. Like, it was just me lifting, and I understand that a lot of my lifting videos is that I'm speaking to like a certain amount of people that like enjoy powerlifting or enjoy fitness. So not all of my followers want that content, or not even want the content, but that's not content that they'd be like, oh, let me double tap.
Right.
I think that I posted it on like a Saturday. It was at like 1 p.m. and like 4 hours had gone by and it had like 30 likes. And I said, so am I ugly? Like, why do y'all hate me? I took that joint down. I said, I didn't repost it because I didn't even take it down with the purpose of reposting it. I said, it was just trash. Like, it wasn't even a PR. It wasn't a good lift. Like, maybe I stunk. I don't know what it was. Like, so I just pulled that joint off and I said, nah, there's no way I can't go out like this.
Yeah.
I can't go out like this.
Nah, man. Me, I'm different. You know me. I'm a how you likes king. So listen.
Oh gosh.
My thing is this. If I will say this, sometimes it's not your fault. Because you know how like you have like consistency with a story, you get like 400, 500 on a regular basis. All of a sudden, you see when I post that most recent reel that I posted, I got buried. I checked my story when I posted it at like 6 p.m. I had like 60 views on my story.
That's crazy.
And I was looking at the gram. I was like, it had X amount of likes. You're not gonna see because obviously I hit them. But I had to hide it because I was like, yeah, this is great. One thing I'll never do that's crazy that you didn't. I don't think I would ever repost something because you got to remember if like you know how people delete stuff and repost it later. That group of people that already saw it the first time,
they're gonna know. They say, oh yeah, this engagement was booty, and they're not gonna re-like it because they're like, I already liked it before you took it down. Twice, I pulled it down, and then it's like, okay, so that being said, I feel like when you have that type of like content of people who put out content, it's not popping, they take it down, the people that saw it, they're going to be looking at you sideways when they see you again, or when you post it again, they're going to be looking at you like, I'm pretty sure I already liked this, and I liked this hours ago, and now it says like you just posted this again in 2 minutes. So again, the fake engagement, the fake followers, everybody wants to be supported in what you're doing, but I feel like to live a fulfilled life, it's much more feasible for you to have your content, post what you want to post because you want to post it at whatever time you want to post it, and whether it gets 10 or 1,000 likes, think about the fulfillment, right? Do you get fulfillment off of people that really mess with your stuff? It feels great when like you're getting support and when people are liking it, commenting it, sharing it, and it's organic. And you're like, whoa, like people mess with this content. But even if you have a smaller account and you're posting for like your loyal 10, there's nothing wrong.
I'm sorry.
Come on, bro.
I'm sorry.
Come on. There's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, think about it in a real life perspective, right? Would you rather have?
Okay, when you put it like that.
You know what I'm saying? Would you rather have 100 fake followers or just 100 like ghost followers, right? People who don't like any of your content, people who don't repost your stuff, people who don't comment. Would you rather have 100 of those people? Or would you rather have 10 people that like, comment, share, all that stuff? Because think about it in a perspective of like when you start a business or when you start something. Those are going to be the 10 people that buy your shirt that you just made. Those are going to be the 10 people that share your stuff every time. Those are people that refer you to their friends because they mess with what you're doing. And that's how that organic 10 turns into an organic 20, organic 50, organic 100 versus having 100 fake people, and that really does nothing for you. So I think that's really kind of the big thing on like where we go from here. The fake life in general on social media is something that truly needs to be addressed. And to be honest, I don't really know where we go from here in the sense of all the fake life, fake this, fake that, fake that. How do we get from that to actually creating more of an organic use of social media to where we can actually use it for what it's for? while keeping it like realistic?
Well, for me, I think, well, first of all, first things first, people have to stop praising things that don't bring value to social media. Too many, I'll say this, it's a lot easier to become a public eye off of doing things that aren't relevant than doing things that are relevant. So if you just post something that's like meaningless, let's just take the fitness perspective, like the fitness industry in perspective. You could post something that's like completely counterproductive, and then you would just like blow up as you're giving like actual advice and tips and tricks. Like the engagement is terrible. So I feel like we should just need to start praising people who actually do and like contribute to society, rather than people just post stuff just to post stuff and just like get a 2-second dopamine rush out of it.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point, because I truly feel like, you know, you can have a video of you bench pressing and you're sharing tips and tricks about how to maximize, you know, your chest muscles from a bench press, versus I'm going to bench press with two females sitting on one female sitting on one end, and then the other female sitting on the other end. And then you're going to press that, and then that one will get 10 times more engagement, likes, laughs, all that stuff. And it's like, do you want to be informed or entertained? And then even still with getting entertained, like, is that entertainment? Like, is that something that you want to see as a person who's like kind of consuming this content? Like, is that something that you want? And it's unfortunate that a lot of the good creators out there that put out a lot of good stuff. Now, granted, there are some creators, like I think like JPG coaching and there's a lot of good content out there for in the fitness industry, right. But also too, there's like a lot of stuff that's like, one thing that I hate, I mean, it's just so cringe to me, is fitness content that like is humorous, but it's not funny.
So I have a couple of people that I was close with that I recently unfollowed on Instagram.
Smaller circle.
Bro. Just because, like, one thing, you see me get into this, but I hate mic'd up content in the gym. Just because, like, it's starting to get away from what it used to be. Now there's people in the gym that just, like, they're barely training. They're barely working out. It's just, like, they're having fun in the gym. Or they're saying something funny and just, like, clipping it. That was like, bro, like, why don't you just like set up, like go somewhere and do that instead of the gym? You know what I mean? Like you hogging up the lateral raise, making a TikTok.
Right.
So like, yeah, man, I hate mic'd up content.
Yeah. Mic'd up content. I mean, mic'd up content has a great like original purpose behind it. But then when you look into like what mic'd up content is used for now, like literally we could play 1,000 videos of mic'd up content for people in the gym, and I guarantee you can't get through it, because you're trying to figure out like what in the world these people are doing, and they're not even really talking about the gym. They're not talking about what they're doing. They're just like rambling about
these be regular people,
nothing,
bro.
And they don't be doing nothing. They don't even be working hard. They're just in the gym, like, you know, like, it's so sunny today and I'm in the gym and oh my goodness, like this person is looking at me. Like, why are you looking at me? I'm over here. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to myself. I'm mic'd up. Like, it's just, it grinds my gears, because I'm like, bro, like what are we doing?
Why are we in the gym?
What are we doing? Like, if you're mic'd up and you're putting out good content, good information, and your posts like aren't getting as much traction as you like, just like keep going. Like, keep making mic'd up content, because it's kind of funny, because it's like you could have a podcast to where you're talking about something and you have a microphone and it's like kind of like in the right setting per se, and then you can have people talking like in the gym, having full-blown conversations in between their workout, which is, you know, maybe it has its place, sure, but like I would say, to me, most people go to the gym to like be able to train, and then if you want to maybe do something after, or maybe even if you're doing like gym interviews, but again, it's like for the sake of like you're trying to understand the gym culture, you're trying to actually produce something that has value. Like, it's kind of what you were saying. We boost too many things that have no value to society, to your life, to my life, and probably to their life too. But it's like, this is what gets views, this is what gets clout, so we're just gonna keep posting this content. But at the end of the day, like, you're not really getting nothing out of it, because you're not informing it. You're not gaining any information. Like, if it's entertainment, it might be like a 10-second like little nose
right.
It's not even a laugh. It's like and then you just keep scrolling. You go on about your day.
Forget about it. Like,
you forget about it, and then it means nothing. You're just putting out stuff that's like there's so much fluff. It's just like this ball of air, and it's like, and then it's nothing, and then you kind of go on. You're back at work, or now you're getting off the toilet. Like you're doing all these things, and it's like, what are you actually getting out of it? So I don't know where we go from here. I feel like you said, we have to really start valuing like good content. We need to start boosting. Like if you have friends. And I know for a fact that you have friends that do something. I know for a fact that if you're on social media, you have a friend that has a business. You have a friend that has just started something. You have a friend with a podcast. You have a friend
with a photography account.
You have a friend that works out and posts their best lifts. You have a friend that just graduated from college. You have a friend that just had a baby. You have a friend that just got a new job. Boost those people up. Hype them up. Put all the emojis under their profile, like their stuff, share their stuff, DM them, tell them, like give them the value for the stuff that's like real, for the stuff that they're actually doing.
Right.
Like that, to me, that's what like makes people like pop, and that's what makes people like have value on social media, because it's not fake. Like this is a real life accomplishment. Like you actually accomplished something in your life. You started that business. You graduated from school. Like you did that. And you deserve to be praised for that, because that's not a small accomplishment. Even if it is a small accomplishment, like that's something, to me, that should still be praised.
Right.
You know, and that's something that we need to actually look into and figure out, like, why are we doing this? You know, why are we doing this?
Let's flip the script though. What do you like about the current social media space right now? Because it feels like we're just bashing the social media space. True. What do you like about it?
I think something that I personally really enjoy. Someone that I love on TikTok. I love Keith Lee. I think I mentioned him in my first podcast when I was, rating the coffee and stuff. If you don't know who Keith Lee is on TikTok, IG, whatever, Keith Lee does food reviews. He's just like a former MMA fighter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he used to fight in the UFC.
I thought he just eats.
Nah, bro. He used to fight in the UFC, and like his brother is a big UFC fighter, but he used to fight in the UFC, and then he just literally kind of started out in his crib just rating food and like giving his honest opinion. And I feel like what brings so much draw to him is the fact that he's real. Like he's like,
it's legit,
and he's not this like fake like facade on social media. Like he's a family man. He's Christian. Like he goes into depth about like why he's doing what he's doing, and he's boosting up these like small businesses, and he's literally probably saved he's based out of Vegas. He's probably saved like hundreds of businesses just off of his take. And it's like people kind of knock on him because they're like, you're not a real food critic. Right. You didn't go to school for food.
You just sitting in the car eating your food.
Imagine going to school for food.
That's all right, chill.
All right, hey, let me. I'm sorry. Hey, look.
Someone's watching. I know
they're like, they said this culinary degree means nothing. Look, just be real. Like, come on now. Like, are we really? If I'm eating something and I tell you, like, this is good.
Yeah. Do
you think you ain't go to school for this? So your palate is whack. You don't have a good palate.
Yeah.
I could tell you things that I like that you may not like. Food is so subjective. Music is subjective. There's so many things that are subjective. But it's like, personally, I don't feel like you need a food degree to say if something's valid. Yeah. I feel like for the most part, most people like some of the same things.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm real big on Korean barbecue. I love Korean barbecue. I could tear up.
Yeah, we know.
I could tear up some Korean barbecue.
Yeah, we know.
With that yum sauce, drizzled on that white rice.
Yo, I can hear you on the mic.
I'm glad. I just want you to think about it for a second. It's so good, bro. But nah, honestly, someone that I really enjoy is Keith Lee. I like that he's real. I feel like anybody on social media, I will always root for when they're being authentic. Like when they're being 100% their genuine selves. Like the type of person that you are on social media is the type of person that you are in real life.
Right.
That's the content that I rock with.
Right.
What about you?
I think I like how there's two sides to it. I like the side how basically you don't have to be a celebrity to have your voice heard nowadays.
Right.
So like I'd say back in like 2008 or 2006 time, even when I was, still a youngin'. If you wasn't like Usher or something and you just said his take, like no one cares. No one cares what you're saying. I feel like nowadays is like if the message is right and it's just even put out there, like you have a chance of making an impact nowadays. Like everything that you say on social media nowadays is heard. People can hear anything that you're saying, whether you're in your basement with like 2 views or whether you are in a yacht somewhere. Like people can hear what you're saying now. You have a chance of being heard. Your voice, your message, what you want to spread to the world is accessible to everybody. And you don't even need bread. You don't even need bread to do it.
I'm hip because you could tell that they ain't got no bread when they
on a $5 mic, on a $5 mic, in a basement.
$5 mic in the basement, talking crazy. But again, that's fine because I like that too. Like everybody has a voice. Like even myself, right? The Grounded Podcast, Josh Price Fit. If you don't follow me already, go ahead and follow. But yeah, like even me, like who am I, right? A nobody, bro. Like if you like when you really break it down, I wouldn't consider myself a somebody.
Yeah.
But I do matter to somebody to the point to where if the things that I'm saying, if you were to take the last 3 episodes and you were to take one thing from each podcast and you were to truly try to make a change for your life, that's impact. Like that's value. That's something to me that brings me validation. And if you feel like there's been anything that I have said that has helped you in any capacity or just at least made you think, because a lot of times if you're watching something that doesn't like make you think or challenge the way you think,
You're not coming back.
You know what I mean? Like there's no reason to do it, right? Yeah. So don't waste your time doing stuff that's meaningless. Like do stuff that you enjoy, do stuff that matters to you. Like for me, I try to find value by things that I enjoy doing. That's why I quit my job to open up a gym. That's why I train the way that I do to try to be the best powerlifter possible. Like that's why I do certain things because I try to enjoy my life. And I feel like there's too many people that like you're not being selfish enough with your time and with your energy and where you're putting that. And you know, you got to start valuing your own life. And I feel like if people valued their own life more, they would probably devalue the things that don't matter on social media,
right?
And value the things that actually matter more.
It's just because like nowadays, or even myself, I feel like a lot of people feel like they're as cool as people tell them they are. You know what I mean? So it's just getting away from that, realizing your true self, what you stand for. It's a hard conversation to have. Just like sit down yourself, like who am I really? What do I stand for? What do I enjoy in life? And like once you really just figure out all those things, man, life becomes 10 times easier.
10 times easier. You actually, to me, enjoy life. You live life to the fullest. You're valuing yourself and the things that you bring to the table. And to me, that's something that matters so much more than the flip side of it, to where I gotta say this, bro.
What?
I gotta say this. Why are people giving birthday shout outs to celebrities on Instagram?
You talk about the happy slime.
Happy you day, man.
Hey.
You don't even they don't know you.
Hey, yo, Drake. Happy G Day.
They don't. Okay, they don't. One, they don't know who you are. 2, you're 1 in a million, and it's okay. But it's like, come on now. You got your coworker. You got your mans. You got your mom. You forgot their birthday.
Ain't none of them happy birthday. But 12 o'clock.
But let it be Drake.
12 o'clock, Drake. Hey, yo, Drake. Happy
you day, man.
Hey, we ain't see each other ever, but you know, I'm thinking about you.
But you don't even care about your own people.
Crazy.
You don't even care about the people that are actually in your life, but the people that are not in your life, that are millionaires or billionaires or people that have high success, high status. That's the people that we boost up.
Right.
And it's so unfortunate because then you got all the others that don't get no love from you because you're giving your love to
Drake.
And we already talked about Drake today. So Drake
already got
enough love.
He got enough love.
He got enough love for a whole lot of people. And you just nah. Let me stop. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and leave that. Go ahead and leave that.
We done with that. But no, like that's real life though, man. And personally, I just feel that if we value ourselves more, we'll bring more value to other people. So what I want you to do, and this is kind of going to be my send off, is put more value in yourself and watch what happens. Be more selfish with your time. and watch what happens. Personally, I feel like if you took the time out your day to really figure out the things that you want, and again, this brings me back to the points I've been making in the last 2 episodes, is set realistic expectations. Try to create real goals for yourself that are achievable so that you can keep going and create more goals from there. And remember, we want our progress to be like this and just continue to go up. We don't want progress to be like this, because that come down is going to be crazy. So again, be realistic, be humble, stay grounded.
See you for episode 4.
Episode 4. We back. See you.